Good morning, everyone, to the folks from the West Coast, and good afternoon for the folks who joined us from Mountain, Central, and East Coast time zones. Um, it's 1:59 Eastern Standard Time, so I'll give a couple more minutes for all the participants to join in, and then we will get started. Okay, great. So let me start sharing my screen, and we should get started now. And I hope you guys can see my screen. So let me just make it into a presentation mode. All right. Thank you for your participation and a warm welcome to this webinar. We have titled this webinar as Custom Code to Cash Solutions around Zora. And I'm Stanley Perumala, and I'm looking forward for an interesting webinar and share our experiences over and around this code to cash customization in the next 30 minutes. Let me quickly introduce myself to the folks on the webinar here. I'm Stanley Perumala, and I'm a senior solution architect with Zora. I have 11 years of experience in the IT industry, and of which the last 3+ years I've been working with Estuate, and the same 3+ years around the Zora ecosystem. Fairly knowledgeable around the subscription businesses in and around the Zora ecosystem, and I have around 90+ successful go lives under my belt. I also come up with some baggage of best recommended practices around the subscription models of various different industries as well. So a quick overview about Estuate as a company. We have been around the block since 2005, have about 12 years of track record in the IT industry, and we have headquartered in Sunnyvale, California, the Silicon Valley, and we have about 350 employees, and we are growing every minute as we speak. We also have excellent partnerships with IBM, Oracle, Salesforce of the world, and in 2013, we have partnered with Zora as an embedded partner, and we now have around 4+ years of great partnership with them. As an embedded partner, we go through the same rigor and training as Zora employees do, and we are measured by the same yardstick as their internal team is being measured. For a few of the parameters that we are measured on upon our successful go lives, our customer satisfactions, our quality of work during this implementation. The next slide, which gives you a quick overview of our success with customers who are doing great in the subscription business industry today. You might have known a few of them. Some of them are pretty much renowned customers who are seamlessly expanding their businesses around the subscription model. Let me quickly talk about the Zora ecosystem. So at the center, what you see here is the BRM platform, which is Zora. And the sections on the right here and the left are the ones where Estuate have made a difference in the last 4+ years of experience we have with Zora partnership. On the left side, you would see that there are two primary acquisition channels that are integrated into Zora. The B2B channel, which is your assisted sales channel, such as Salesforce. And the second is the B2C channel, which is your web portal or web storefront, where customers can select products, make a purchase by providing their payment method details, etc. Addition to the web storefront or the web portals, we also have added value around mobile apps development and integration into Zora. Considering our background as a system integrator company and our expertise with various different systems, and also with Zora, this gives us enough flexibility and a lot of enhanced knowledge where we can deliver these custom solutions and integrations to our customers. So to summarize, any custom solutioning, whether it could be building a web storefront or integrating into a tax engine or integration into a mobile app, revenue recognition integration, integration into any general ledger, etc., that are not available in Zora out of the box, is where we come in with our expertise around our the knowledge of the systems and with Zora. And as you can see, these expertise was not just built overnight, right? We have continuously grown these expertise with Zora, with that 4+ years of our partnership with Zora. And we thank Zora for all the support they have provided for us to grow thus far. So to move on to the next couple of slides, this is where I'm very interested to showcase our, knowledge and our expertise around building customizations around the Zora ecosystem. Starting off is with these custom web portals that we have built. Few of these web portals that we have built are for customers in the diet industry, customers from the education industry or online training industries, health industry, security industry, and real estate industries. So we build these solutions or these web store fronts for customers based on their needs and based on their requirements. These web storefronts, to keep it simple, just to give some idea around what is being done in these web storefronts, it allows the end customers to make a purchase, add a new payment method, update a payment method, make an upgrade or purchase an add-on product, make a downgrade or perform a downgrade on their subscription, and many more other features that the businesses would require. And very recently, we had an opportunity to work with a customer who was from the real estate agency or real estate industry, where we have helped them architecting a solution which helps them to split payments for a single invoice. Not just splitting of payments on a single invoice, but we also have provided solutions which would allow them to schedule these payments and add new payers, and send email notifications on payment failures, create reports or extract reports on payer information, etc. And all these were possible just because we have that expertise and understanding of the APIs and understand the different industries and best recommended practices around various industries. The moving on from the arena of web storefront, which is pretty much for a B2C business world, towards reseller portals. And this is another direction of assisted sales track, where some of our customers have partners, or you could call them resellers or distributors, who sell their products. Now we can think of them as a B2 B2C business flow or a B2 B2B business flow. This is being a trend today in the subscription world that we have seen with many other customers. So the biggest question that we have addressed is how to enable a channel that would help resellers to build a code for the end customers and use the same source of truth for all of their billing needs. Meaning just have one billing solution and have different arenas of channels for acquisition. And few of these reseller flavors that we have seen in our experiences are one flavor being reseller pays by themselves and want to keep their billing outside of Zora. And the other flavor that we have seen is where reseller asks the end user to directly pay, and which is then processed in Zora, and then reseller would be getting a commission out of it. So we have worked on various different business use cases around resellers, and we have also enhanced these reseller portals, not to just support the ability of creating a code, but generating a code PDF, which can then be integrated with an Esignature solution, and ability to capture payment methods, ability to upsell new products to the end customers, or ability to do cancellations or refunds or apply credit balance adjustments, etc. So we provide all these flexibilities, all these features for resellers who can use these features to bring in much more business to the company. And how do we decide which route to take depends on our discovery calls or so-called JAD sessions with the customers. And we understand their needs around the web store front or these reseller portals, and then figure out a best possible solution based on their business needs. Moving on from the reseller portal and the web store front aspect of story towards the Salesforce success story of ours. So as you all know, Zora journey with Salesforce goes way long back, and Estuate is also partnered with Salesforce for a couple of years now. What excited us, Estuate, when we have partnered with Zora was learning that Zora had a seamless integration with Salesforce. So just to give you a high-level understanding on this seamless integration, Zora Quotes Manage package, which is a plugin that we install and configure and connect in Salesforce, which will help the account executives to go through a seamless quoting process and allows them to submit the quote into Zora. Zora also provides a second plugin or a managed package called Zora 360 Sync, which syncs all information such as account information, the subscription information, the invoices information, payments information, refunds, etc. of a specific account or all accounts from Zora into Salesforce. So this flexibility that Zora provides today allows the CSMs or the account executives to get a quick 360-degree snapshot of how a customer's subscription life cycle is looking like, and they can just do that by logging into Salesforce. They don't need to log into Zora or any new system. Now, what we have done is we have used this flexibility, this feature, this great feature of seamless integration, and used that as a ladder to further enhance the business experience around the Salesforce and their business needs, such as auto creation of renewal opportunities, auto creation of renewal codes, integration into commission-based systems, etc. You might have also learned that since last I believe year and a half now, Zora is very much investing around a marketplace which is called RBM Connect, where customers can purchase managed packaged apps that they can just install and configure and then run with it. So we have got opportunities to work with these apps that the customers have bought, not only just helping them to deploy them, but also to enhance them or tweak them further to align it to their business needs, which clearly tells us that we have this Salesforce skill set in house that we leverage and use when we do these kind of customizations for customers. Few other examples that I can showcase are, as I was mentioning, e-signature, integration, which is DocuSign or Certify or EcoSign integration into Salesforce, or any account executive commission-based systems integration into Salesforce. Primarily, the nature of these apps are they go seamlessly and integrate into the native Salesforce code and opportunity. No doubt about that. However, if we have to make them supportive of Zora, meaning we have to make sure we make some tweaks to the configurations so that these apps can now integrate and talk to the Zora Quotes Manage package that we install and configure. And this gives them the ability, the seamless ability for the AEs to seamlessly use these features and functionalities and have a great user experience. There has been a couple of recent enhancements also in the e-signature apps world, where they now allow end customers to enter their payment method information over the document itself. Now, which is great. And again, this is not out of the box. That's where we come in and we support customizations where we tweak the solution so that it supports the Zora Quotes Manage package. And there are, all these examples that I'm presenting to you guys are what we have implemented for our customers, and we can only do that because we have that Salesforce in-house expertise with us, and that helps us make these integrations possible and give the customers a seamless experience. Landing page customization. Well, if I have to define this customization, let me put it this way. The purpose of this customization is to eliminate any account executive intervention in capturing payment methods for customers over a phone call. So this is another example where we have built a landing page, just a landing page, which will allow the end customer to enter their payment method information on a PCI compliant Zora provided iframe, which is sent over to them in an email, and they just have to click on that link, enter the payment information, and hit on submit, which will then become a default payment method in Zora, and which will be used to process payments for the customers. So this is one of the other examples where, which is a quick and simple implementations where we can use these customizations to provide seamless experiences for customers. Moving on, in the next couple of slides, what I wanted to present is a quick case study of one of my recent experiences that we had working with a leading library supplier in US. And what I wanted to showcase is how seamlessly we have moved them over from their existing billing system over to Zora. So their prior state before Zora was, I would probably say, a semi-manual process. As you can, glimpse through this flow that I have presented here, you can see there are multiple steps involved, and there are pretty much steps involved where there are manual steps that needs to be performed, and there are some traditional automation that was done in exporting data and importing data processes. So to give you some more background about the integration, their existing billing system was an AS400 system, and that is where they were maintaining and managing more than 500 products, and they had subscriptions and invoices within that system. Challenges that they were facing were maintaining that huge product base and managing that huge product base, and then handling the renewal retentions. Revenue schedules were managed and maintained in Excel spreadsheets. Reporting issues, delayed cash flow because of the manual steps that were involved, delayed in closing books every month because of the manual steps involved in processing and closing books in their subscription management system. So this AS400 system is also integrated into an existing payment portal, which you see here, where this payment portal is an end customer facing portal, which would allow end customers to view their invoices and make payments. Now, what we have done is, as we bought Zora on, which is when we onboarded Zora, we allowed them to resolve many of their pain points that I just mentioned earlier. And the approach that we have taken was to integrate Zora into the payment portal directly by removing all those steps that you would have seen in the previous slide. And which means that we have used APIs. With our expertise and knowledge of APIs, we have used those information and have seamlessly integrated this solution where Zora is now directly talking to their payment portal, which is any invoices that are generated or posted within Zora are sent directly to the payment portal, and the customer can also view the same information. And also, we made sure to replicate their invoice templates from their prior system into Zora, so that we do not disturb the end customer experience around the invoice presentment. Right. So we were able to pretty much reduce their product catalog size from 500 and plus to a 26 product listing and 120 rate plans, improved the efficiency of billing by having scheduled bill runs operation, improved the cash flow by seamlessly processing these payments and updating that information directly into Zora through the APIs. Improved closing of month-end process, and which has been quicker. Now it's a half-day task to be performed. Extensive reporting solutions that we have suggested and provided, and we were also able to use the Zora out of the box, and pretty much all of them are through the features that Zora provided, where we have also enabled them to now become a 99% renewal retention. They were at 95 or 92% renewal retention. Now we have moved them over to a 99% renewal retention. And also bigger portion of it is also by handling and automating the revenue scheduling of Zora. So all these are the few of the many pain points that customers face today, which we are able to resolve through Zora and our expertise of the APIs and in and around knowledge of the ecosystem. So that's what I wanted to present in these two slides. That's a quick overview of the case study, and yeah, the customer is live and successful with Zora. Well, I think that's all I had to cover on our experiences with Code to Cash. Now for an interesting update is we have a Zora subscribed event um, in New York on September 14th, and we have a booth there as well. So please feel free to stop by if you're coming to the subscribed event, and hopefully you would win also some exciting prizes. So we look forward to meet you at the subscribed event in New York on September 14th. And please do not forget to register to the subscribed event. This would absolutely prove very useful, and would give you an opportunity to meet and interact with customers who are from various different industry business standards, and you can also discuss how they are leveraging Zora, and you will learn a lot, and how to pretty much how to run a successful subscription business. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at sales@estuate.com. And we also have our offices in California, New Jersey, in US. We have our office in Toronto, Canada, and also in UK. And we have an offshore presence in India as well. That being said, as a quick time check, I think I should now open up for questions. So let me stop sharing the presentation. And yeah, please feel free to ask me any questions that you have. And based on the time that we have, I'll try to address them as such. And if you think you have more questions, more clarifications that are needed, you can also reach us out at sales@estuate.com, and we should be able to address your questions and provide more clarifications. Okay, I see that we still have 8 more minutes, so I'll I'll um, I'll wait for you guys. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to address those over the webinar today. Or as I said, please reach out at sales@estuate.com for any further clarifications or questions that you guys have. Okay, looks like I don't see any questions on the chat window as well. So yeah, thank you very much for all of you folks for your participation. And please don't forget to subscribe to the subscribed event in New York. And any questions that you have, please reach out to us at sales@estuate.com. Thank you so much for your participation. You guys have a good day.